In this video, we will learn about trigonometric function of related angles. For example, if you have sine theta, how to go about finding sine minus theta or sine pi by 2 minus theta or sine pi minus theta, and so on. Let's recall our arrow of trigonometry, which has a unit length and makes an angle theta with positive x-axis. So base is cos theta and perpendicular is sine theta. Till now we have mostly discussed about positive angle, but if we rotate the angle by the same angle clockwise about x-axis, we will have negative angle of the same magnitude. A simple trick to find negative angle for any angle is to reflect it about x-axis. You can do it for negative angle also, to get negative of negative, that is positive angle. Let's try to find the relation between trigonometric function of theta and minus theta using this angle as an example. By reflecting it about x-axis, we get negative theta angle. Try to look at the sign of perpendicular and base for these two angles. As the negative angle is simply reflection about x-axis, the base remains same for both positive and negative angle, but the perpendicular changes its sign. This can be generalized for any angle. If you take the negative of this angle, you will see that the base remains the same but the perpendicular changes its sign. The final takeaway from this analysis is that when we take negative of any angle, just its perpendicular changes its sign and base remains constant. And we already know that hypotenuse, which is the length of this arrow, is always positive. So if sine theta is p by h, sine minus theta will be minus p by h. And if cos theta is b by h, cos minus theta will still be b by h. This is because only p changes its sign. So finally we can compare the values of sine theta and sine minus theta. We can see that they are opposite in sign. Similarly, if we observe the value of cos theta and cos minus theta, we see that they are the same. This is very important relation we should remember. Even for other trigonometric function, we can find such relation by seeing whether it contains p or not. Cot contains p, so its minus angle will be negative of its positive angle, but sec does not. So its minus angle will be same as positive angle. Try to deduce similar relationship for other trigonometric function. Now a simple question. If cos pi by 3 is half, what will be cos minus pi by 3? Try to do this yourself. Now we will learn how to find relationship between trigonometric function for theta and pi by 2 minus theta. You might ask, what's so special about pi by 2 minus theta? In trigonometry, we have talked about right angle triangle with one angle as theta. But there is a third angle sitting right here, which we have neglected so far. Mathematically, this is pi by 2 minus theta. For acute angles like this particular theta, we say this is complementary of theta. So let's see how are trigonometric function of these two angles related. For convenience, let's name the vertices as P and Q. The angle QPO is pi by 2 minus theta. So QPO and POQ are complementary angles. Let's also call this angle POQ as A and its complementary angle OPQ be B. If we need to find the trigonometric function of A, we will take this side as perpendicular and this as base. Whereas if we need to find the trigonometric function of B, this will be base and this will be perpendicular. So what do we see here? The base for angle A becomes perpendicular for angle B and perpendicular for angle A becomes base for angle B. Hence for angle which are related like this, P and B gets exchanged. Using this conclusion, let's see how sine theta and sine pi by 2 minus theta is related. As the sum of theta and pi by 2 minus theta is pi by 2, we can apply the concept we have just derived. So if sine theta is p by h, for sine pi by 2 minus theta, we will just replace p with b. So it becomes b by h. This is actually cos theta. Similarly, if we want to find relationship between cos theta and cos pi by 2 minus theta, we will again replace b with p and get this as p by h, which we know is sin theta. For tan pi by 2 minus theta, we will replace p with b and b with p to get b by p. This is cot theta. Now a simple problem. If sine minus 60 is minus half, what will be cos 30? The problem uses two concepts we have learned in this video. Using the relation for the negative angle, we get sine minus 60 is minus sine 60. Sine of negative of any angle is minus sine of that angle. But for cos, the negative angle is same as the angle. Hence, cos minus 60 would have been same as cos 60. Now if we apply our second concept, sin 60 becomes cos 30. That is because sum of 60 and 30 is 90. And for these combination of angles, sin A is same as cos B. And cos A is same as sin B. So in this case, we get cos 30 same as sin 60. As 30 plus 60 is 90 degrees. Hence, cos 30 is half.